Hi everyone, welcome to this quick demo of the Playbook, which is the ultimate guide to school outreach. This could be your go to resource for low cost, high income impact strategies to grow your school's visibility and admissions. So, basically, whether you are a school leader, coordinator, or just someone looking for practical outreach ideas, so you're in the right place. This guide has been specially created for schools that want to do more with less, like using smart, community powered methods that truly work. So, it's all in all, it's packed with outreach strategies, ratings for different methods, and super practical tips. Looking at the screen, there are these three buttons here. One takes you back to the dashboard, the other second brings you to the main resources page, and the third lets you download this entire guide as a document for offline use. So it's super handy, right? Great. Now let's scroll down. So this particular section explains why your school stands out and how you communicate that to the world, basically, right? So So these are some of the FRS core philosophies, which are actually defined as the three core strengths: preparing students for real life and not just exams. From class 2 to all the way to 12th, everything is covered. Next would be building strong partnerships with parents. So learning continues beyond the schools. You can just build some communities with the parents to make them get involved into everything, and they're aware of whatever you are doing and how you are doing. Next could be for the senior students. We help them build a portfolio with real world skills that will benefit them even after the school, right? So now we will dive into just this how low budget schools can still shine, right? Low budget doesn't mean that the schools don't have value or they don't actually focus on the students future prospects, right? So the key for this is the smart and community driven outreach. We talk about using your existing school community, like your parents, your staff, as they can be considered as your biggest cheerleaders or your biggest assets, whatever you can say. Also, making a strong impact on your local area, collecting and using parent data properly, and building a solid referral system can actually build a lot of trust and relationship between all of them, like between the school and the parents. So there's even more, like showcasing what makes your school great through real experiences and events, and making the most out of the free tools like Google My Business, or you can say you can just list it on your schools on the free online directories, and you can utilize one of the social media platforms. So especially these are something when you are not ready with your exact website, you can actually reach out everywhere on your you can make your own online presence from these particular tools. So this is particularly all about your school's identity and how you present it effectively with minimal spend, right? So next, let's move on to the most important parts, that is the outreach methods. Now here you can see a quick comparison chart. It gives you an overview of different outreach methods and how they score on your simple four factors. First one is the budget, second is the effort, or you can say the tech requirements, third is the impact, and the last one is the hyper local focus. So each method is marked with simple icons so you can instantly understand what works best for your needs. Whether it's referrals, whether it's WhatsApp, local listings, content marketing, flyers, school websites, community events, student ambassador programs, whatever it is, right? There are so many on the list. Just below this table, you will find detailed breakdowns for each particular method. Like one by one, starting with the referral programs, we have explained everything in detail. Every method comes with its pros and cons, a quick note on budget and why it's effective. Some even have some simple action tips like what to say or do or to make it work for your school. You can just go through all the outreach methods with all their pros and cons, and you can consider how you can actually implement it for your schools. This is a super handy guide if you're looking to take action right away without any overthinking. right? You will just notice that most of these ideas are low cost, easy to execute, and extremely relevant to your local audience, which you can actually use and implement it for them. Now, moving ahead, we have some of the key matrices. These key matrices will help you actually track all these data, whatever points are listed below, to actually where you can actually compare your previous month's matrix and the next month's. Like you can record your number of inquiries, your school visitors, your enrollments, your insights, whatever parents feedbacks and inquiries, whatever you have, you can actually record them at a place and you can compare your previous and after results. Now moving ahead, we have a FRS blueprint, which is actually a step-by-step guide to outreach success. Right. So we have three phases in this. Starting with the first phase, it's all about understanding what makes your school special. So here's the big idea: like your school doesn't just teach regular subjects. You are helping students get ready for the real world, and that is what actually parents are looking for. That means that teaching them important life skills like how they think clearly, solve problems, or maybe work with others, and even manage money, right? So even if considering the older students, you are going to take a step further. You are also giving older students a head start on high income careers because that is beneficial from that particular age group of the students. So by helping them discover, considering the older students, you are going to take a step further. You are also giving older students a head start on high income careers because that is beneficial from that particular age group of the students. Sorry. So by helping them discover an in-demand skills and build high income digital portfolios. So that's powerful, and it directly speaks to what most parents are worried about: their child's future. Parents actually look into what is done with for their students' future, for their career prospects. And even to make things even easier, you have got access to ready to use guides, lesson plans, and community tools, which are all designed to support your journey. Everything is attached under each point. You can just click on these buttons and you can get access to all the guides and indexes, right? So now moving ahead, um now that you have defined your school's FRS advantage, it's time to make that stand out clearly to parents. This phase is all about helping families instantly recognize the value your school is offering to them, right? And actually, why it is the best choice. Obviously, we have to convey that message to the parents. So, to stand out from other schools, your school needs a strong identity, not just a list of offerings. Here, we can say strategic positioning means that shaping how people see and remember your school, right? So, a strong position can make you memorable in a crowded market, right? It will also attract ideal parents. Like you can say you attract parents for your unique programs or tools you are offering, like the future readiness or any student plans, whatever you are providing it to the students, basically for student purpose. Parents are obviously attracted towards it. Help parents decide faster if your school is a good fit or not. And the most important point is just justify your fees, right? Because value is clear. If you are giving as much if you're giving all the resources, if you're giving all the information and all the important things to the students, and that could actually justify your fees, that you stand and you actually these you can use the FRS tools to highlight what makes your school unique. Identify your key strengths, craft a clear and bold message, and you have to be more consistent with all of these, right? You can use powerful language and keywords. Like if you're highlighting somewhere, you are highlighting your USPs, your brand voice, you can highlight some of the powerful keywords like future readiness, financial literacy, or maybe career prospects, high income, skill building. All these keywords you can use just to stand out in the crowd. So show quick wins, create a short pitch, and update all the communication channels to reflect your new identity. And being consistent means that you have to convey a same message. You have to convey the same message at on all the platforms, right? If you are showcasing it on the website, your flyers, your profiles, your social media, whatever you are using. So now moving ahead to the phase 3. Now that we have defined our school's unique strengths and crafted a powerful position, now it's time that you will actually activate that positioning in the real world. Starting with your own community, you have to actually reach out to the parents, right? Promote your school by turning your community into your advocates. You can ask your parents, your staff for referrals. You can just it can they can act as your referrals. You right. Give personalized tools that show your school strength. You can also collect and share real testimonials to build trust and show actual real results. Right. That's how you turn your FRS positioning into your real enrollment growth. Right. These are some of the points mentioned under the phase 3 that you have to actually focus on your referral system, your personalized tools like and your testimonials and the which will actually build real trust with the real audience. Let's now look at building your school's essential visibility, right? Online visibility basically at zero cost. For this, first thing is would be the perfect part is the Google My Business profile. This is your school's digital storefront. It will be highlighted, right? You can highlight your future readiness, your strengths over there. Keep it updated and with posts and reviews and everything. Next, choose one key social media platform. Focus where your local community is most active. Share stories, the student wins, or maybe day to day updates or the teacher tips, which can actually engage the parents. Next, you can set up your WhatsApp business to manage inquiries quickly and professionally. Even like quick replies and quick responses actually attract parents and they are good to interact properly. Finally, list your school on free online directories to expand your visibility because parents are actually searching on the first step so that they can clearly see you on any of the online directories they search for. So, online visibility is the key, but local presence is equally powerful, right? Start by joining local events, your fairs, cultural gatherings, local markets, etc. Keep your booth simple but engaging. Focus on interaction. You can also collect parent contacts over there. Next is then, if possible, you can collaborate with the local micro influencers, right? Respect voices. You can share. You can tell them what your value is, and they can share it with the audience. You can also create DFI flyers with clear FRS messaging. Distribute them within walking distance of your school to the local audience nearby. You also have the option to use this flyer templates and management kits. You can get access to all the resources under this button. Last but absolutely critical, always track and refine your approach, right? So keep an inquiry log for every lead, name, contact, child's grade, and how they heard about you. You can also do a monthly review what's working, what's not working. This will help you perform better and improve. I would just conclude all the phases once. First, get clear on FRS curriculum. That is the first phase. Then position your school strategically, right? And finally, in the phase 3, take targeted actions to connect with parents, either online or offline, right? Everything builds from a strong foundation. You just have to execute phase by phase, which is easy for you to also implement. At last, you can also check some of the FRS resources which could be helpful for you during your implementation process, right? These are some of the common outreach pitfalls to avoid. You should actually avoid these, especially when you are on a tight budget, like ignoring free tools, unclear value propositions, poor first impression, inconsistent messaging. You have to be consistent with all of your working. Not tracking resources. You have to track all the inquiries so that you have a record with who is actually interested or not, or you can actually follow up with them. So these were some of the things that I have stated over here, and you can just go through this entire thing. It's easy to understand and easy to get to this point. Thank you.